originally from Savannah, Georgia, and one of the guys that has inspired me to get up and try this is an author by the name of Malcolm Gladwell. I'm not sure if anyone's ever heard Malcolm Gladwell. Show of hands, yeah. Maybe the rest of you guys may recognize he's the guy that came up with the theory of the 10,000 hour rule, which basically says if you want to be good at something, you have to dedicate yourself, and you have to spend 10,000 hours really to become an expert in your craft, to be the best musician. So tonight I'm dedicating myself to being a comedian, so I hope you motherfuckers are comfortable. It's going to be a long night. I have a crazy family. My mom and dad still live in Savannah. My mom, for a long time, was a pretty bad alcoholic. And until recently, she had a bad issue with gallbladder, went in for the surgery. And luckily, she came out of that and found a way out of drinking. The doctor was an amazing guy, and he put her on a very special diet. It's called unlimited Xanax and Vicodin. Seemed to work. Wouldn't recommend it for everybody, but for her, it's great. Now, instead of her being fucked up, it's 8 o'clock at night. She's pretty much banana land all day. So, yeah. It's a lot of fun. Me and the kids dial her up. It's like talking to a female version of Mushmouth from Fat Albert. How you doing, baby? You feel good to talk to you, baby girl? And that's at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. She's so fucked up. About 2 weeks after the surgery, she decided she's going to get in the car and go to CVS to get a refill on all of her Lady Gaga pills. And so she's driving into the CVS. She's pulling into the first space there, and there's a guy on a Harley right next to her. And so right as she's pulling in, the guy on the Harley cranks the bike up and rah! And I guess she thinks there's a thermonuclear bomb going off. She hits the fucking gas and goes shooting through the double doors of the CVS. I'm not right. This is serious, true bullshit. My wife's here. She'll vouch. So she goes shooting through the front door. I mean, luckily no one's walking out of the door, so no one gets killed. Scares the shit out of the lady working the front counter. She literally shit herself and quit her job right on the spot. Poor thing had to squeeze herself through the drive-through window to get home. Crazy. Addiction's a bad thing. People are addicted to all kind of things these days. One thing I don't believe in is porn addiction. I think porn addiction is really a time management problem. And really, come on. I think porn addiction, I think some evangelical Christian minister came up with that when his wife found him jerking off with a vibrator stuck up his ass. Really. That or she found this collection of midget diaper porn. I mean, one of the two. So the funny thing about I lost my train of thought. I apologize, but my last joke has to do with I'll tell one more joke that actually has an Indian. So my wife, true story. My wife was pregnant with my second child, my son. And we went into the doctor. She takes this test that some of you guys may have heard of, where they test for Down syndrome. And a few days later, the nurse calls and says, "Hey, we have a problem. You might want to come back in and see a specialist." So we go in and they do the measurement of my son's limbs, and they say, "Hey, they're a little smaller than we'd like, so we want you to go see a specialist." So they send us to this specialist who happens to be an Indian doctor. So we walk into this specialist a few days later after excruciating over the thought of possibly having an issue, and the doctor literally looks at my wife's chart for 30 seconds, looks at me, and he says, "Are you the biological father?" I say, "Yes, I am." "You have arms and legs like that of a little person." "There is no problem, your son is fine." So I basically paid this guy $2,000 to call me a fucking hobbit. That's my shit. Thanks so much.